Hey, darling. Got up early this morning, went and had breakfast with my friend April and her little boy. She adopted him a couple years ago. He's Northern Cheyenne. So just helping her navigate that from an honest and, culture-centric perspective, meaning he needs to have more brown people in his life. And connection to tribe, and so, but also, just developing good relationship with him altogether. So, yeah, it was fun. We went to Perkins, ate a lot of food, which I feel like you do at Perkins. Their potato pancakes are really, really delicious. But that being said, this will be me being caught up today. I'll try to bang out a few more today and tomorrow, and then if I need to, have record some while I'm up in Missoula and when I'm out east. It'll give me a little reprieve. But that being said, let's go ahead and ground down through our seat. Let the crown of the head lift high to the sky. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Give gratitude to the universe. You can call it by whatever name that you like, but just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us that we're still collectively a part of. Give gratitude to this earth as she reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity, that we have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. Give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of these lands. Here in Billings, the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, and the Lakota tribes. And always reminding ourselves that land acknowledgement is just the first baby step in us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It was thought, word, and then deed. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga. So it reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We're kind and honest, generous and just. And we give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice in the space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent or loving action. Give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to this morning, this afternoon, whenever you find this video, you can draw them into your mind's eye and take a nice deep inhale, pull them all the way down into your heart. And then exhale and send them love. Go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Allow yourself to come back into your room and into your space. For folks that don't know, this is the Dear Jane series. My dear friend Jane has asked me to put together a couple of videos a week in order for her to kind of flow at home. That being said, we have agreed to share them with all of you. And we are always appreciative for any donation that you would like to give that are connected to them. So always reminding ourselves that I have no problem freely giving, but in the space of yoga, like there is a space of you know, never taking more than half in a space of like reciprocity and giving back. I don't have an expectation on it, y'all. And yet at the same time, it would be nice. And for folks that tune in, I'm just gonna be real blunt with y'all. Like, if you're not doing yoga and you're just watching these for your own viewing pleasure, you should give something. Like, honestly, like, I'm here to like really do yoga with folks. But like comments like that are like to the side but still within like YouTube parameters around like my body, I'm not doing any of this flow for my body to be put out in a space of being sexualized. I'm doing it to allow people to like come into their breath and into themselves and their own body. So I would just say, go ahead and turn it around and take a look at yourself, rather than always focusing on the camera and the screen and the person that's in front of you, and actually come into your practice. So, because it's Tuesday and I like to speak truth on Tuesdays. So if you're just getting pure pleasure out of this, yeah, you can go ahead and kick some money in. Like, I wouldn't even be opposed to that, and I have no problem asking. So, that being said, sit up nice and tall, hands come to your knees. Go ahead and allow yourself to move. And if you do put up inappropriate comments that does sexualize my body, I'll remove them, because that's also the space I'm in. Because I don't want to look at it, and I don't want anybody else looking at it either, quite honestly, because that's not what this is about, right? Go ahead and slowly move yourself. And I'm not saying any of this to shame y'all, right? I'm just saying it so you'll actually do the right thing for yourself. You obviously tuned into this for a reason. And if it's to hear it straight, then I'll say it straight to you. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then take it back that opposite way for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring yourself back to your center line. Inhale, arms come high to the sky. So coming back into that breath that's kind of directed towards our pelvic floor. Remember, there's this space of us expanding through our rib cage and our diaphragm. Our rib cage moves this way, our diaphragm moves this way. As our diaphragm lifts on our inhale, our pelvic floor moves down towards the earth, right? And then exhale, pelvic floor moves up, diaphragm moves down, rib cage closes in. So just thinking about your body, right, as an accordion on both sides, as you're continuing to stay within your breath. Big inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and roll over your knees and shins and bring yourself into just a kneeling position. So sit bones, come back towards your heels. If this is a lot on your knees, you can always take your knees wider and create a little bit of relief. You can also always throw pillows underneath your knees. You can always brace yourself with your hands if that's too much pressure on your knees. So nice deep inhale, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, bring yourself down and over the tops of your thighs, and pinky fingers hit the mat, and press your fingertips out and away from you, and let yourself just kind of hang and rock back and forth side to side through your hips. Again, checking in with your pelvic floor. Your low belly pulls up and in to support your low back and spine, so you engage your muscles. And then on the next inhale, squeeze your palms and lift yourself all the way up to rise. Big inhale here. Exhale. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee, and then your left hand swings back behind you. You can grab for the outside of your hip and turn and twist. And slowly move yourself back to your center line. Arms come high to the sky. And same thing on that opposite side. Left hand to the outside of your right thigh or knee. Turn and twist and look back behind you. Big inhale here. Exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way back to your center. Go ahead and rock yourself forward onto your hands and knees. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your ankles, and you can kind of shift back and forth side to side. So just opening up through your hips. Maybe you take some bigger barrel rolls through your hips. So just checking in with the stack of your hips and your femur bones. moving one way and then the other way. So recognizing, right, how your body is feeling today versus any other given day, and allow yourself just to kind of be in the pleasure of it, right? Shifting yourself forward and back, and again, coming into your breath, right? So checking in with any discomfort in any way that you might be holding. Go ahead and tuck your toes and bring yourself into your cow, heart and chest drop, or pull forward as your low belly drops. Breathe here. Exhale, round into your cat. If your pelvic floor pulls up and in as you round into yourself. And you can always kind of swish and sway back and forth, side to side, through your hips and through your hands, your wrists. Inhale, heart and chest pull forward. Exhale, press and pull in. 2 more big breaths. Inhale, heart and chest pull forward. Exhale, pull it up and in. Tuck your toes and send your hips back and high, down dog. Pedal out through your heels. Check in with your hands. Send your hips towards that back upper corner of the room. Hands are nice and wide on the mat. And then slowly tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. Top of the mat, let yourself hang really heavy here. Big bend in the knees. Keep your low belly pulled up and in to support your low back and sacrum. Check in with the tops of your thighs. And then on your next inhale, hands move up the front part of the feet and shins, flat back. Exhale, palms plant. Step back into your plank and drop down to your right knee and kickstand your right foot out as you bring yourself into a modified side angle. Big inhale. Exhale, I would say modified side plank, but one more time, big inhale. And then use the strength of your hand to pull you up and into a gate, and then sweep your opposite hand up and over. Pull through your fingertips. And then you're gonna sweep yourself down, tuck your toes, and then send your hips back to your heel, coming into a one-legged child's pose. Big inhale, crawl your fingertips out in front of you. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly. You're gonna walk yourself back towards the top of the mat. Pivot on your right knee, left foot is pressed back, and you're gonna pull your right knee up to your right elbow and then just tick-tock left to right for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it back, big inhale. Exhale, drop your knee, kickstand. Right foot spins flat, bring yourself into that modified plank. Big inhale here, side plank, I should say. Then pull your fingertips towards the front of the room, open up through your side body and your rib cage, and then press with your right palm and pull yourself up and come down that thigh, coming into your gate pose. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Try not to grip onto the earth with your big toe. Big inhale. And then exhale. Sweep your hands down to the earth. Tuck your toes and send your hips back. Crawl your fingertips out in front of you. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself up. Pivot on that knee, kick your foot back behind you, press down through your palms and take your left knee up off the mat and tick-tock for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it back, big inhale, drop down to the knees, lower all the way down to the chest and belly, lift one leg and then the other, and then inhale, baby cobra. Breathe into your belly, roll your shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, release. Take your forearms down to the mat and take your elbows right beneath your shoulders and lift through your heart and chest. Big inhale here. Exhale. Turn and look out past your left shoulder. Fire up through your legs. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones so your legs come up off the mat, and stay with your breath. Big inhale. Exhale. Move your head through your center line and turn and look out past your opposite shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale. And slowly move your head back to your center line. Hands move back to your bust line. Press to your knees and send yourself back into your child's pose. Pull your fingertips out in front of you again. Exhale. Pull up and in on your low belly. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards you. And then bring yourself down and onto your seat. I'm just checking the time, y'all. Okay. Bring yourself all the way down and onto your back. Take your left leg long, sole of the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Turn towards the straight leg, and then inhale, arms come high. Exhale, bring yourself down and over as you flex the toes in towards your face. Relaxing and releasing here, big inhale. Low belly pulls up and in. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands up your shins. Same thing on that opposite side. Extend through the leg. Pull that opposite knee or foot up to the inside of your thigh. Turn your body towards that straight leg, and then bring yourself down and over the top of your thigh. And let yourself just hang out here. Keep your low belly pulled up and engaged. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale slowly. Pull yourself all the way back up. Take your legs out in front of you. Move and shift your seat back and forth and side to side. Arms come high, and then exhale, let yourself pull down and over the tops of your thighs. Nice deep inhale here. Pull up and in on your low belly. Think about relaxing and releasing through your low back. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands up your shins. Scoot your seat forward and take yourself all the way down onto your back. Pull your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Back of the skull comes down to the earth. And exhale. Take the soles of the feet high to the sky. Flex the toes in towards your face. And then slowly with control, let the legs move all the way down towards the end of your mat. Heels hit the mat, toes flop out to the side. You can pop your heart and chest up and roll your shoulder blades underneath you. One hand can come to heart, one hand can come to belly, and allow yourself just to breathe here. Big inhale. And exhale. Stay here with your breath. I also just want to address the crowd, right, as you're breathing. And so just looking at stats, and that the majority of the viewers on like my channel are men. Y'all, all the compliments that you give me are deeply appreciated. And at the same time, I wish y'all would give yourselves those compliments as well, right? Because I feel like they appear to be seeking, right? And it appears that you're saying them, it feels like, right? They're being said in order to get like a rise. Listen, y'all, I'm made by God, as we all are. I know that I'm beautiful, so thank you. You know, I think that the most beautiful things about us, though, right, are the way that people are kind and the way that they give, right? And I think that a lot of times men think that women aren't open to receiving, but I think it's always just like an indicator of how much, right? When the comments are always about like the physical rather than about the pieces that make up our soul, right? They just seem very superficial, right? And yoga is not that. It's not superficial. It's deeply spiritual, and it's very humbling, right? So I just encourage you all, like, if you're not in this practice yet, you know, to find it within yourself. So a card for everybody today, however it comes to you. And however it resonates. Interconnectedness, all my relations, which is all of you. Misit no quam no kamak. I need to figure out the pronunciation on that. Means all my relations in Micmac, and represents our connection to all things and all nations. It is the interconnectedness of our relationships to the Creator, to Grandfather Sun, to Mother Earth, as well as the mineral nation, plant nation, animal nation, human nation, and spirit nation. The interconnectedness of all things allows us to experience oneness. The complex and balanced interaction that exists among these relationships reminds us of the harmony within oneness. It encourages us to look at life as a whole with unconditional love. We can learn to focus on our connection to all nations and acknowledge how they come together to help us. In all 7 directions, east, south, west, north, Grandfather Sun, and Creator, Mother Earth, and our individual heart sacred fire, we give thanks and we coexist in the circle of life symbolically by co-creating our destinies. We are, as a whole, all nations, one nation evolving, and yet we're dependent on the Great Spirit, the universe above, the Mother Earth below. All my relations is a prayer of oneness and harmony with all forms of life. It is the connection between everything, and it helps us to have the experience of life by supporting each other in a more understanding way. If you've drawn this card today, you may notice an increase in signs of synchronicities that reinforce your interconnectedness of all things. Co-create your life in a positive way and envision a peaceful world for everyone. Take this time to help others, because we're all brothers and sisters. We're all relations. So give gratitude for all of you. Jane, you are and will forever be my sister. And I just encourage everybody to take the time to find your own balance in this. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in all of you, the collective we in all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me and for trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, and souls. And when you leave this space, be sure to go in peace and remember to serve love always. Thanks so much, y'all. I'll see you all soon. Peace and love.